Hello folks, I'm Ed Blackburn for San Angelo Rodeo Live.
When they go to a premium sale and you know it's final, do you miss them?
I did whenever I was really young because I grew to love them like they were my family.
Right.
But as the years go on, we've gotten more and more and more, and so you don't really have those deep connections with them because there's so many.
Right.
So I miss them whenever stock show season's over. I miss doing it, but I don't necessarily miss the actual animal.
How do you compare the San Angelo Stock Show to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo?
It's very different. It's a lot more calm.
It's calm here?
It's not nearly so uptight and these are the rules and everybody follow them. The barn is a lot smaller.
The barn in Houston's a lot smaller?
No, this barn.
Oh, this barn?
Houston, I think it's like a mile from one end to the other. It's massive.
Have you ever won anything in Houston?
The best I've gotten is second.
Really?
Yeah.
So you only do hogs?
Yes, only hogs.
Awesome. And what are you going to do when you go to, you're going to go to Texas A&M?
A&M or OSU.
And if you go to A&M, what are you going to major in?
Probably ag. But I'm also thinking about infectious disease.
You want to be a veterinarian?
My dad's a vet, and I've grown up doing that my whole life, so probably not. Just because I feel like I could already do it. You know, I'm kind of.
So you are interested in science, and so science is your big thing.
Yes.
So OSU or Texas A&M.
Yes.
So you want to be an Aggie either way.
There you go.
All right, thanks.
No, thank you.
So Jay, where are you from?
Eastland.
Eastland, Texas. So that's just up on the freeway.
About 2 hours.
So did you ride horseback or ride steerback? How'd you get here?
Car.
How'd you get your steer here?
Trailer.
Oh, trailer, huh? How many of these shows do you do every year?
6.
6 a year? And which other ones have you done?
The State Fair, Fort Worth, San Antonio here, and then Houston.
Okay, so how does this compare to, say, the State Fair in Fort Worth?
It's a little bit smaller.
Is the money as good?
It's all good.
So how long have you been raising this steer, and what's the steer's name?
A year.
1 year, and what's his name?
Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow. Is that your favorite drink?
No.
And you called him Mellow Yellow because when he was young, he was yellow and he was pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Yellow and mellow, huh? Are you going to miss him?
Yes.
Are you? So do you have other steers coming up?
Yes.
And so the next stop is what, Houston?
Yes.
And who are you taking to Houston?
Boss.
Boss? B-O-S-S? Okay. And what year are you in school?
8.
8th grade. And what, you go to Eastland High School, is that right?
I'm homeschooled.
What's that?
I'm homeschooled.
You're homeschooled, okay. And what does your daddy do for a living?
He's oil field.
He works in the oil field? Okay, awesome. How many years have you been doing this?
6.
And what are you going to do with all that money you make off of this thing?
Go to college.
And what college are you going to go to?
Texas Tech.
Why Texas Tech? Aren't you going to go to Texas A&M? I mean, you're going to have plenty of money. No, you want to go to Texas Tech. And when you get to Texas Tech, what do you want to major in?
I'm not sure.
Not sure yet? What do you want to be when you grow up? You want to be a policeman?
No, I'm not sure yet.
You want to work with animals when you grow up?
Maybe.
In ag? Is ag interesting to you? Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. So what's your name?
Erica Walker.
Erica Walker?
Yes.
Are you from here? Or?
I'm from Eastland.
From Houston?
Eastland.
Eastland? Are you?
Yes. We're close friends.
Oh, you're friends?
Yes.
So Eastland is basically winning all the things in San Angelo.
Sort of.
Is that what the deal is?
We like it that way.
So, what kind of goat is it?
Market goat?
A market goat?
Yes.
So what are you going to do with it after you get done? Are you going to sell it in the...
I'm going to sell them, and then whoever buys them can do what they want.
Okay. Are you going to miss him?
Yes.
And so how long have you been raising Big John, right?
Yes. He's been with me for about a year.
Do you have any other goats to fill the void?
Yes, I have a lot of goats.
How many acres did your parents have?
One.
You're raising all those goats on 1 acre?
We have goats and sheep and dogs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In Eastland?
In Eastland.
Can you see it from the freeway?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What school you go to?
Eastland High School.
Eastland High School. And were you a junior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yes.
And when you get out, are you going to go to Texas A&M?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna go to Tarleton so I can be close to home.
You're going to go to Tarleton. Well, my daughter went to Tarleton, then she went to A&M.
Okay.
So you might be able to do the same thing.
Right.
There you go. And what are you going to major in?
I'm not sure yet.
And what are you going to do with all the money you make today?
I'm gonna save it for college.
And when you major in something you don't know, like you major in veterinarian stuff or biology or...
I don't know. I kind of want to be a physical therapist, but I'm not sure yet.
So do you ever perform physical therapy on your goats?
I do not.
And you're going to Houston? Are you going to Houston?
Yes.
All right, so who are you taking to Houston? What?
I'm not sure which one I'm taking yet. There's an option of like 3.
Okay.
So.
And you're ready to win there? Have you ever won Houston?
No, sir.
No? How many years you been doing this?
Like 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
My goodness.
Going on 8.
So I guess you've kind of gotten used to departing with your livestock.
Yes, I have.
Okay, awesome. Are you gonna miss Jace?
Yes.
You are? And where are you from?
I'm from Harper, Texas.
Where?
Harper.
Where the heck is that?
You know where like Kerrville, Fredericksburg?
Oh, you're a hill country girl.
Yes, sir.
So when you get all that money after you sell this thing, are you gonna spend it on your tuition at Texas A&M?
Exactly.
Are you? Yes. All right, finally found an Aggie.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, what are you gonna major in?
I haven't decided yet.
How about agriculture?
It's a pretty good one.
Ag Eco or
I'm not sure yet.
animal husbandry?
Maybe. I thought about animal science, but
You want to be a veterinarian?
I thought about it, but
How many goats do you raise a year?
oh gosh, we raise all the ones that I show, and we keep about 8 or 10 per year.
How many shows do you do a year?
All the major livestock shows.
So you're going to Houston next?
Yes. Well, we'll go to Austin. We're actually leaving here to go to Austin today, and then we'll show the next 2 days, and then Houston is next week.
And is the enterprise profitable, or is it kind of like a real expensive hobby?
It just depends. If you can do good, then it's pretty profitable.
And how many acres do you let these goats run on?
Well, we have about 65 acres at my house, but we usually keep them pretty close around, so we can keep an eye on them and stuff.
And do you have to wake up every morning and brush them?
No, not brush them, just feed.
Just feed them?
Yes, sir.
And so to get them ready, to get them all clean, do you give them a bath?
Sometimes when we get them ready for the shows, we usually wash them and then we have to shear them.
You gonna miss him? What was his name again?
Jace.
Jace.
Like from Duck Dynasty. Yes.
It's the Duck Dynasty goat.
Yeah.
What's the sheep's name?
Tori.
Did you name him after your old boyfriend?
No.
How many sheep do you have?
Just 2 right now.
What's your name?
Jesse, Terry.
Jesse, J-E-S-S-E?
Yes.
And then Terry, T-E-R-R-Y?
Yes.
And where are you from?
New Home. New Home.
Where the heck is New Home?
South of Lubbock.
South of Lubbock? And since you won this thing with all that money, are you going to spend it on tuition to Texas A&M?
No, Texas Tech.
Why Texas Tech? You just don't want to drive that far. Is that
Right.
what the deal is? And what are you going to major in?
Ag Communications.
Okay. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
An eye doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with ag communications?
I don't know.
Who gave you the flowers?
Oh, I'm giving these to my buyer.
Ah, so you get like a little bonus.
Yes.
And do you show sheep everywhere?
Yes, sir.
Any other animals?
No, just sheep and goats.
Sheep and goats? And are you going to Houston next
Yes.
week? And how does this compare to Houston?
It's smaller, but the quality is still here.
Cool.
We're thankful for the support of Jim Bassford and Bud Light.